What's up guys, welcome back for another video. So today's video is just going to be a quick video showing you guys how to disable or remove the speed limiter from a Yamaha Raptor 700. I have a 2014 model, and previously from the 2006 to 2013 there was a mod to remove the speed limiter called the baby blue wire mod. And now that really doesn't work on the newer models, 2014 and newer. Because it tends to throw a check engine light, which you never really want that. So there's a new mod called the clutch perch mod, which is basically just to remove your clutch sensor. And by removing this sensor, you're basically tricking the ECU of the quad to think that your clutch is always pulled in. And this mod should actually work for the earlier models of 2006 through 2013 as well. I can't definitively say that it will work for the brand new models. I don't know if it works for the 16, 17, or 18, but it's a really easy mod. You don't have to cut any wires like you do with the older mod. So you know, if you wanted to try it on a new model, you could easily put the sensor right back if it didn't work. So like I was saying, this mod is super easy. Your clutch sensor, first thing we're going to do is just peel this thing back because that just gets in the way. Your clutch sensor is actually found right behind your clutch, and you can definitely tell what it does. There's just basically a push button switch in here that when your clutch is pulled in, it lets the switch out, and when your clutch is out, the switch is pushed in. So the first thing I'm going to do is just remove my parking brake from the rest of the clutch lever assembly, just to make things a little bit easier to get at and see what we're doing. Just 2 bolts on the top, just 2 Allen bolts. And now once that parking brake's off, now we can better see where our sensor's at. This is what we're going to be removing. The next thing that's going to make this a little bit easier is if you loosen these 2 bolts right here, we're going to actually be able to rotate this and get a little bit better access to the clip on the back of this sensor. And I'm just going to tighten the bolts back down just to hold it in this position while we work on it. And the only thing left to do is just push an Allen or a flathead screwdriver right down on this clip in there and hold it down and pull your sensor right out. Just like that. And now you guys can see all this is just a switch basically. When it's out, that means your clutch is pulled in, and when your clutch is out or engaged, that pushes this down. And so that's it guys. Once your sensor is removed, what I'm going to do with mine is undo these 2 clips right here, and there's a wire clip down here, and I'm just going to zip tie it to that out of the way, keep the sensor nice and clean, safe. And if I ever want to put it back in the clutch, all I have to do is just snap it right back in and good to go. So there you go guys, our sensor is removed. I have mine zip tied under my front plastics here. Honestly, it took less than 5 minutes, and you really don't have to remove your parking brake or rotate this up. If you can get to this clip under here and just remove the sensor, you can do it that way too. It's just a little bit easier to show and work on when things are rotated up. There's just one last thing I want to mention to you guys. Now that you removed your clutch sensor, which tells your ECU that your clutch is either pulled in or it's out, your four-wheeler is going to be able to start in gear when your clutch is out. So be aware of that and make sure you don't start your quad in first or second gear with your clutch out, because that could obviously damage your starter. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I know it's a rather easy mod, and it probably doesn't need a video to explain it, but there's really not a lot of videos online showing this mod, and especially the big blue wire mod. This mod's definitely better in my opinion, as far as you don't have to hack your harness, cut a wire to your ECU. That stuff is always a little bit risky in my opinion. But I hope you guys found it helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully it works for you, and I will see you guys next Saturday for another video.